First, though, tonight, after Friday's crash in Worth County that killed 2 people and sent another to the hospital, neighbors are gathering to share their concerns about the intersection where this happened. The Mason City Police Department is investigating after 2 guns and some equipment were taken out of the back of an official police vehicle over the weekend. That car was parked along South Tennessee Avenue when an M16 rifle and 12-gauge shotgun were taken from the unmarked car. Normally, those weapons are secured in the trunk, but police say that part of the car had a maintenance issue, so they were being stored in the back seat. The chief says it's a very serious issue. And the bill that was passed in Minnesota now does not tax a veteran's pension anymore, which now brings that in line with Iowa law, too. And lawmakers will be continuing their talks in St. Cloud this week. Now, speaking of clouds, we don't have any in our area.
It's a nice tie in there.
Thank you.
That's what's on the way for the holiday weekend. Not bad.
That's true. We're not hurting too bad for rain anymore at this point, so it's not, we're not desperate for it. So if we wanted a nice, dry holiday weekend, we're not asking for too much, are we?
Yeah,
No, we're really not. We're all caught up, so we're good.
Nearly 700 Mayo Clinic employees are going to go through a change in employer. They'll still have their jobs and wages, but won't technically work for Mayo anymore. KIMT News 3's Dee Dee Steepen has been on this today. She's live in Rochester with the decision made just this afternoon.
2 quarts of water a day.
Now, if you have an easier time thinking in bottled water terms, that adds up to about 3.5 of bottles this size. Well, don't make the mistake of thinking smartphone apps are just for entertainment. In fact, a newly developed app could help law enforcement fight sex trafficking. It's called Traffic Cam. It allows users to take pictures of hotel rooms and then upload them to a database. Those are then checked against pictures of sex trafficking victims. Because many of those trafficking pictures are taken in hotel rooms, the app could lead investigators to finding a place where the crime happened. The search for 2 missing boys came to a tragic end overnight in Minnesota when their bodies were found in a lake. 10-year-old Idris Hussein and 11-year-old Ahmad Hashi were pulled from Foot Lake in Wilmer around 10 last night.
Also trending tonight, Chipotle is unveiling a summer rewards program, Matt.
Oh, right. As if having the burritos wasn't reward enough, right? This program offers free food after 4 visits. A man charged with murder in North Iowa is asking for his trial to be moved. Ronald Rand of Hampton is accused of killing his girlfriend, Michelle Key. Now a judge is scheduling a change of venue hearing for next month to determine if that trial, set for August, will stay in Franklin County. A former basketball coach in southern Minnesota is accused of using a camera disguised as a pen to record nude boys in a locker room. 28-year-old Zachary Roberts is charged with interfering with the privacy of a minor as well as stalking a minor. Roberts coached basketball at Janesville Waldorf Pemberton in Waseca County. According to court documents, one of his players discovered the trick pen. A court date is set for mid-July. Some of those closest to the 2 women killed in a North Iowa crash last week are remembering their lost friends. Lahoma Counts and Evelyn Mallow were killed in the crash on Thrush Avenue in Worth County Friday. They were both members of First Baptist Church in Mason City. Were very active there, taught Sunday school and led mission groups.
4th of July is going to pan out just yet,
Well,
right?
fortunately, we're finally on Monday now, so it's showing up on the 7-day forecast. And that's, of course, the realm of Chief Meteorologist Tyler Roney in the Storm Team 3 Forecast Center. I know you're not going to show us the 7-day right now. We're focusing on more immediate issues right now, but can you give us a little bit of a hint about 4th of July? With the upcoming 4th of July holiday, you may be looking to stock up on fireworks to celebrate Independence Day, but it's best to know the rules. Law enforcement receives several noise complaints this time of year from neighborhoods where fireworks are being used. While sparklers and other on-the-ground fireworks are legal, anything that launches into the air or explodes is not. That counts in Iowa and Minnesota. Domestically, we had some important Supreme Court decisions, and then, of course, the Brexit vote, where the voters of the UK decided to leave the EU. So how have the campaigns been handling this rush of news this week? And that's not the only gap that he has. His fundraising is far below even what Mitt Romney's was 4 years ago, and now Mitch McConnell is saying he's got to get on the ball and get caught up.
In a hurry.
Yeah, Corey Lewandowski now out, one of the other headlines that happened this week. Now on the Democratic side, you mentioned Bernie Sanders a moment ago, supporting Hillary Clinton, but still in the race. Can you make some sense out of this situation?
His large tape recorder.
Which we saw in the picture there with Zach Johnson. And
Yes.
I have a feeling that Zach, he's a guy who won the Masters and probably remembers the day that he was interviewed by Brooks.
Oh, he's a very memorable person. I met him a few times. So.
Yeah, what a guy.